Hello everyone, welcome back to the Curse of Strahd campaign. Um, I want to apologize about the lack of uploads for the past couple of weeks. A few personal things had happened for the other players and we are still trying to get a lot of that sorted. Um, I will be putting this cover also on the Champions Fake campaign without going into too much detail, a couple of my players are having to look into some new housing, and others are having problems with current roommates. So we are. That is all I am physically allowed to say, truthfully. So I hope you guys understand, and please enjoy the Curse of Strahd campaign. Welcome back, everyone, to the Curse of Strahd campaign. Last left our story off with the party having met the Blood Rose Nightwalker werewolf pack. You have made a deal that if you can somehow convince the vampire general Darius to release him, and maybe convince him to give you the holy symbol of Ravenkind, the final item you need to kill Strahd, then they would the blood wolf the werewolf pack, sorry, would join up with the other forces that you have been amassing on your way to encounter or talk to Darius, but encountered a Death Knight that had been possessing Trevor's twin brother by the name of Avalon. We return to our story shortly after Throxus had a pot boiling over moment and had revealed that he had just been losing a lot of sleep, but still is fully functional. As of currently, Throxus, Ash, and Vitur are a small talk in private. Sylvan has yoinked Trevor away. For details. Avalon is currently looking over at Keldor, Gore, and Tamal, confused.
You child, do not even try to fathom about what is going on between all of that. Trust me, it's gonna save you a headache to not even worry about it.
Coming from the guy who had him in a headlock.
I will slap the shit out of you, Tamal. Don't even test me.
Was that said in character, Tamal?
Yes, it was.
And I'm assuming what you just said, Danny, was also said in character?
Unless specified not in character, everything I say is in character.
All right. Avalon just kind of backs away slightly, just like, what the hell is going on here?
Oh, sorry. Sorry, there. This is normal party stuff.
Trevor, I will cover the conversation between you and Sylvan at a later date.
All right.
Now, although Sylvan, by this time, though, Sylvan has released you. At least has finished up her conversation. She's going to go over to Trevor, or not Trevor, Avalon, and introduce herself. And see if I can find the internally find the voice for this.
Oh gosh.
Avalon, right? My name is Sylvan. You'll have to forgive her and I. We didn't know that you. We technically didn't know that you existed. Which got a nod of, yeah, right back at ya from Avalon. However, is there anything you want to do with your now recently found long lost brother?
Currently, I am going to walk over and look at him.
Does that mean I can have an egg right now?
At least having a little bit of space between me and him. You know, I'd say it's like looking at a mirror, but you probably have had an easier life than me.
That truthfully depends on what you would call easy. With our mother? Yes. But we were living on the streets. It was not an easy life. I mean, yeah, it was made easier when we were picked up by the clergy. It's a long story that I think would be better if we had more time to discuss.
This is a
Yeah, about
conversation that
this
we can
point,
have for later.
be around this point when the rest of the party regroup. And uh where did I there he is. Fucking shit. Alright, it's about this time when Thruxus, Ash, and Vitur get back. And Thruxus is just rubbing the bridge of his nose. He's just like, as much as I would love to give a proper introduction, and you'll have to forgive me for being, well, truthfully, a crusty old man, we do not have the time, and I do not have the energy to try and explain this try and sort out this whole situation. So here is the deal. Points over to your brother Trevor as like Avalon, right? Which gets a nod. Hold on, I need to put on my Throxus voice, I just realized. Alright, do I sound any different? No static?
No static.
No static, deeper voice.
Right.
Go,
For
Pops.
now.
Roxas then points at Avalon as just like, you are coming with us. Same with you, Sylvan. Oh, when we get back to the werewolf camp after attempting negotiations with Darius, you will be staying at said werewolf camp where you will be safe. Any complaints so far? I heard there.
Yes, you were heard.
You were
You were
just
pointing
being
it
quiet.
at the other two characters that you're voicing. So
All right. All right. Okay. Was that the last question? Was in fact asked for all of the party.
Caldor just throws his hands up and says, "You're lost."
Right. For everyone else.
So, I was-
Go ahead, Tamal.
Small sighs after Keldor says what he says and quietly mumbles on his breath, such an ass kisser. And then loudly he says, well, it's not every day you get to spend being a different clan's camp. That'd be interesting.
Roxas is going to say, as I said, we do not have the time to head back to camp, so they are currently sticking with us.
Oh, they're sticking with us. Yeah, no, that's perfectly fine. Caldor looks over to Sylvan and looks back and says, "That's perfectly fine." That bunny scares the hell out of me. The many times that she drags away our fucking Apollo associate here, she terrifies me.
You just get that very smug smile from her. And I'm gonna put the smug smile, cat smile.
And all I'm going to say is for this, tomorrow's just shaking his head no at freaking Keldor after he said that. As well as saying, congratulations, Keldor. You are officially scared of prey.
I am
Have fun with that.
scared of prey. That thing could make me its prey.
And you probably would enjoy that.
She's not mine, so no, I wouldn't.
Sylvan speaks up and it's just like, no, I'm not the dragon type.
Thank you, Sylvan. We agree on something.
Now, where exactly are we going? Roxas, hold on.
Roxas is going to sigh and just be like, we're going to the nearby mansion of the vampire general Darius. We're going to stay in a close, tight-knit formation. Because I'm well aware you can fight Sylvan. I am not so sure about Avalon.
Alex, I literally sent you a response that Avalon would give.
Yeah.
And,
all right. So,
and I just realized that sounded a little bit snippy. I am sorry.
it's okay. So Avalon then says, first and foremost, I unfortunately need my gear back, and I'm not sure where my gear is.
Roxas is going to look over at Trevor and then say, Trevor, do you still have that short sword that you had made?
Like I wouldn't have it, Thraxus. I mean, I literally split someone in two with it.
Would you be opposed to letting Avalon borrow that short sword until we can get him some equipment back at the camp?
I mean, it's entirely dependent on what he decides he's most comfortable with. Avalon, are you fine with a short sword, or is there a different weapon you would prefer?
Personally, personally, I would prefer a rapier, but if a short sword is all you have, will make do.
Did you mix up the things that I gave up?
We'll sort it later. We'll sort it later.
Alright.
Right. Moving on. Is there anything? Does someone else want to say anything before I move on to the next thing?
Well, personally, I would have given you my rapier, but I left it back at the Vestradi village. So, sadly, you'll have to deal with a short sword for now.
Right, you hand over the short sword. I do not have a fight because this is going to be a fight. Our roleplay a heavy session. There's not going to be any fighting. We're gonna move you guys over to the mansion. The next and a second.
Spoilers. Spoilers. Spoilers.
Spoilers inbound.
Right.
Alex,
Yes.
I thought we were
So-
doing this differently.
It is. I'm
We're
Trust
doing the
me
way
on
we
this.
planned it, okay? Right? Or are
Yes,
you doing a little
this is
little
just a little bit of
differently?
filler.
Okay.
Slightly differently, but I do have a plan.
Okay.
Trust me.
I trust you. I'm just asking.
Well, after another couple hours of traveling, you guys arrive to this massive mansion. Where the doors are automatically opened for you, and you are greeted by what looks to be two bandit captains, both dressed civilly, and the one to the left speaks. Ah, the Dawn Wardens and friends. Darius has been expecting you lot. Please come. And as I can highlight everyone, yeah, I'll do. Or walked into the mansion. And let me find where the fucking stairs are. Ah. Guided into the partially well lit mansion through the stairs. And throughout the mansion, you just see several werewolves, vampires, other undead, and more bandits. All of them seemingly well dressed.
There are only 6 tokens.
Yes, I'm well aware.
God damn it.
I have not had a chance to update all of this
You had
easily.
all week.
It's off. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get everyone sorted in.
And I had to fucking reconfigure myself because since, yeah, for some reason, it put me in complete utter blackness. So that's a fucking fine way you put us.
Hey, Danny,
Ah,
can you bring me my juice?
where the fuck is your juice?
Sorry about this, guys.
Where's your juice?
Should be on the bed.
Alex, stop her. She's juicing.
God damn it, Trevor. Oh my god.
I'm not even gonna hold that one to a response. And Trevor, I don't think Alex be the one should be concerned. It should be Drake be concerned. If she's juicing, that means she's gonna be bodybuilding. He'll be the bottom bitch in the bedroom.
So would Alex.
Yeah, I'll juice myself.
Hey, at least, hey, if you did
Let me just
juice
make sure
yourself,
everyone
then
is fully healed real quick.
oh, for fuck's sake.
We're gonna just ignore my comments, aren't we?
I didn't
Oh
hear
no,
your
we had your
comment.
comments.
I am personally ignoring your comment. I know you'll juice a bitch.
Alright.
Oh god, that's a thought. No, that's not
But
gonna leave
yeah,
someone's
no,
mind.
you're guided into a meeting room. If I'm going to find this bastard's picture now.
I don't know why, but when Alex mentions us about this vampire general Sod, all I mentioned, and where he described his mansion servants, all I see is him as one of those elegant strap fellows, the ones who talk in such a whatever the fucking tone you could think of, poshy tone. And
Oh,
just 2 seconds later, it just gets ruined because of Alex. How Alex just said, "Let me find the picture for this bastard." It's just ruined 2 seconds later.
ah. Arrogant, bitchy cunt.
Yeah, but
Oh,
he's pretty much gonna sound like how every American imagine what a British person would sound like.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
what the
Ignore the
fuck
And
is
gentleman
apparently,
that?
Mark.
and apparently R2D2 is in here.
That
Oh
was a
god, I
chunk
hate
of
this.
a work, you illiterate, uncultured fucking slut.
Okay, well, we can't tell what it is because
Right.
it's a high-pitched scream. So,
Ugh.
It literally just
So
sounded
I
like
just took the
R2D2
picture
was
of the
saying
man
"Grr."
sitting back
so is
on
there a
track.
reason why you have a
Sitting in,
Go ahead, talk.
it's just my notification sound. So sitting before you is a vampire by the name of General Darius. He sits in a arrogant, as if fashion, as if you just walked right into his trap.
A steampunker?
Kinda. That's how he is dressed. That's more or less how he looks. And he speaks. Ah, the Dawn Wardens. And a couple friends. I might. Will we come to bargain?
Caldor
Anyone
speaks
else
up.
want to speak up before I. Right?
Caldor speaks up and says, "We have come to bargain, but that's only if you will listen to our offer for said bargain." generally.
By all means. What is your offer? Hold on.
Go on, Golden Boy. What's the offer we're going to give him?
Give me a second.
I'm gonna have Thraxus speak up.
Yes, thank you.
Thraxus leans forward, resting his chin on his hands, and says, "Our offer is simple. We want the holy symbol of Ravenloft, and we want you to release the werewolves. Preferably, we would also want that you would disband your little organization, for lack of a better word. Otherwise, things could get bloody. Nobody wants that. You know how hard it is to get blood out of silk."
Ouch. Hit him where it hurts. Praxis. Damn.
All, as if also playing his cards very similarly, Darius chuckles and says, "You dare come into my house and make demands of me?" uh, been told, my fellows told me you were fools and but also to not underestimate you. But that was sheer stupidity. Here's the deal. Here is my counter offer. Leave my home. Tell them you can leave my home. Tell the Blood Rose Nightwalkers that I will continue to keep them in my service. And in fact, because of your little visit, their workload has been doubled. And please, try to make a scene. The army I have here will ensure that you do not survive. Eyes glint, as if he just revealed his trump card. Ash then slowly starts pulling out his revolver or his pistol before Throxus raises his hand to stop him. And Throxus says, "Give us a day to come up with a counteroffer. We will be back." Does that sound fair? As he's looking to the rest of the party.
Eldor is sitting there hearing all this, and his fist is clenching so hard that there are little drops of blood now forming.
Vitur places a hand softly on Caldor and onto Thraxus as she looks towards Darius and says, "It's more than enough time for us to come up with a counteroffer. Should you allow..."
Thraxus was the one who said,
Let her finish.
Thraxus was the one who said, "Give us a day."
No, you should.
No, I'm
Right?
Let
I'm
her finish.
confirming.
Please
Hold
continue.
on. She looks to Darius and says, "What Thraxus has given us is more than enough time for you to allow such a thing. You already had your counteroffer ready for ours in preparation for when we came here. We still need time to come up with something that's a little bit more set in stone." We wouldn't want to start a war inside your own castle. Now, would
Acknowledging
you?
this, Darius ponders. All right. You can have a day, not counting the half a day's travel to get back to the werewolf encampment that I know that you will be staying at. I'm certainly not going to be letting you stay in my house. Some of you are just plain filthy. And he was looking directly at the three rabbits.
Oh, damn.
Caldor lets out a big cough that says, probably cleaner than you.
He looks over to you and says, I'm sorry, champion of Bahamut. Did you have something to say?
I immediately speak
And
up.
Throxus is giving you a warning glare. Oh?
I immediately speak up. I apologize for my large friend's brashness. I understand completely your standpoint. You want to run a business. You want to make a profit out of everything. We will stay out of your way for now until we come up with a counteroffer that seems fair enough for you to continue about your own business and make everyone
My, it does seem that more than one of you actually has some business sense. And here I thought the brain cell was only held by the singular brain cell was only held by your leader. Now go. Kindly get out of my house. With that, I'm going to move you guys back to the werewolf encampment.
All the way
Eh.
along, I'm saying this in character. All the way along, Caldor is just got this low, deep rumble the entire way, as if he has just been insulted.
He was actively insulting everyone.
I am physically like I'm going to speak up to Caldor. Listen. Now is not the time to lose your own cool. I know I'm not one to talk in this situation. But I know someone who prefers business over anything else when I see them. And I can deal with him personally. Just give me some time to think of something.
Ash speaks up. Ash speaks up and is like, you know, he wasn't just pushing your nerves, Kaldor. He was pushing everyone's. You may not have seen it. Thraxus, though, was ready to flip that table and beat his head in. Take a good look at him. And you see, as Thraxus is walking, the steam of freshly melted and evaporated snow is coming off of him.
Vitur sighs and says, "Let me handle Thraxus."
You guys get back to the werewolf camp.
Caldor just looks
Caldor?
down at his hand. Caldor's looking at his hand to see if he did any major damage to it from all the clenching, and just keeps his hand to himself.
Vitur,
Roll a
before she
percentile.
was gonna have Tur call her dad and be like, "Oh,
We're gonna
Dad!"
see how much damage he actually did to himself
Wait, a D100?
before you do that. 100.
Okay.
Pricks. You just managed to use your claws to prick yourself a little too much. Vitur, what were you gonna do?
I was gonna have Vitur call her dad so she can have Jakul check on Caldor.
So yeah, as you guys have gotten back into the camp, let me pull up the tokens. Cool and Ishtap walking up and ask, "How did it go?" Ishtap asks, "How did it go, guys?"
Caldor just walks past
And
Caldor just brusquely walks past just to go sit down somewhere to calm himself down.
you don't get far before getting tripped up as Jakul grabs you by the base of the tail. Or not Jakul, Ishtap grabs you by the base of the tail with a surprisingly firm and strong grip.
Ah, shit.
It-
Be nice to
You
him,
could have
Ma.
just said, she just says, "If you don't want to talk about it, say so instead of being rude and not answering."
I wish to be alone for a moment.
You need to at least let my dad look at the claw marks, please.
As
Amar,
Caldor simply says in a low but audible sense, I wish to be left alone.
He won't push your buttons like she does. I promise you that.
As I've stated,
Ishtap,
I wish to be
let's
alone.
go. Ishtap lets go of Caldor and says, "Go and be alone. But remember your manners."
Ventura looks to her parents and says, "We've been given an extra day to come up with a counter offer." He basically threatened everybody and said that basically said that the werewolves will now be doing double the work since we made our offer.
Cool sighs and goes, "Oh, that's just fucking dandy. Alright, so plan B.
Well,
What, do you just go in? Plan B, what's plan B? You just go in there and take them out assassin style?"
we essentially want to avoid all of that, but if it comes down to it, then that's our plan. We'd have to do it in the cover of night, though.
Well then, go get some rest. I will make sure all wounds are treated. And, who are your new friends?
Trevor's girlfriend and twin
Does
brother.
one look
They may
That
need
explains
some.
a lot. And what the hell happened to Trevor?
They may need some healing. Just let's just not question
We'll treat
anything more.
everyone's wounds individually. I will treat everyone's wounds individually. I do need some context. Why does one of the rabbits have a halo? And I do not mean that in the derogatory term.
Ventura looks to Thoraxis as in a silent way of seeing if she should mention what happened or at best if he did.
I then speak up. I made a decision, and that decision
Albeit
was stupid. It ended up changing some of my own features. Just know that what happened has happened, and Thraxus over there is probably going to be kicking my ass later.
Well, if it's that bad, in his way, everyone who has been injured on the way, just come with me. Everyone else, go get some rest. So, not going to show it on the map. I'm going to say everyone essentially is settled in for the night. It's settled in for the night to sleep on it and come up with a plan. Perfect. Oh,
While settled in, me personally, I'm going to be thinking of a possible counteroffer.
all right. Everyone who is going to be thinking of a possible counteroffer, don't worry about it. There is a plan in hand. But
Before you continue,
about-
babe, you did issue said warning, correct?
Yes, he did.
I did issue the warning.
Okay. Making sure.
In the middle of the night, say around 4 or 5 o'clock, or roughly around 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning, everyone is startled awake by a loud crashing, the sound of a glass breaking, and several wolf howls, as if to raise an alarm.
Do you need me to do anything?
Vitur, roll me a quick perception check.
Okay, I'm just gonna delete Sylvester because I don't think I'm going to need him. Normal, correct? Perception. Public roll. Ouch.
Oh, it's
You wanna
okay.
re-roll
was
that?
a DC 5.
Okay.
It was a DC 5, babe. You see that the window of the room that you and Thoraxis were sleeping in was shattered inward, or no, outward, actually. And Sylvester is tied up, and Throxus is gone. Also, discover a piece of parchment.
Vitura's visibly shaking at this point. She grabs the parchment, grabs a dagger that she kept from one of Thoraxis's feathers that she had kept for herself. Unties Sylvester with it, and walks out of her tent, I guess, or place of housing. And
Everyone else is already in the middle of the encampment, wondering what the hell just caused all the panic.
she looks to everybody and says, "Hey, whoever came into the camp has taken Thoraxis." And she's visibly holding back whatever anger that she has within her. She's shaking very violently, and she's desperately trying to hold back her own anger.
I'm gonna
let someone else. Sorry. Go ahead, Trevor.
I'm gonna look to Vitur, and I'm going to speak up. Whoever did this, we are going to catch them. This isn't the first time that we've lost, but we've gotten him back very easily. We can do it again.
Vitur looks to Trevor and nods and says, "Whoever took him left this. I suppose we should go into the main encampment, the main portion of the camp. She looks to the werewolves and says, "Gather your alpha. This is probably going to be important that he may need to be around for." She then looks
I'm gonna
to...
move you guys to.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I'm going to move you guys to the war room real quick.
The little girl's still
Then,
here.
yeah, I know.
And
Right, so
Ron's
everyone,
token.
The third room's white screen, but let me refresh mine and see if it fixes it. Is your picture not working, Pip?
Thraxis isn't there, remember?
No, the war room picture.
I can see it.
But
Alright, hold on.
I can't, but whatever. We're probably not going to be in here for that very long. Fucking notice.
It'd just be my
oh,
stuff.
hold on, I know exactly what's going on.
I would make a comment, but I'm refraining to do so.
Wanna move it or nope.
Somehow the war room map got deleted off of my Roll20 thing.
I see
Ah,
Oh.
okay. Alright. It's fine for now. We'll just
Like I said, we're probably not going to be in here for that very long, so we probably won't notice.
do you want me to
Go.
place the letter down? Or the parchment paper down?
Uh, yeah, go right ahead while I quickly fix this.
Okay. Vitur takes the rolled up parchment that was left in Herd and Thraxis's room. As she does, she places it in the middle of the room. It then comes to life in a sense, showing a picture of Thraxis surrounded and Darius in the middle.
It actually becomes a live video feed and audio as the sigil on the parchment triggers. And you are just greeted by a smirking Darius, who simply says, "Well done, Wardens. I have a little offer for you. Come peacefully. Come in peacefully, surrender and all that. And who can have your captain back. Thraxis is just currently hanging from chain. Is very heavily chained up, very much unharmed. He's just swaying, like investigating the chains. For everyone who was having problem with the map, is that fixed?
Yes.
Yep.
All right, perfect.
No, it's gone. now.
But yeah, he's just like swinging. This is just swinging, investigating the chains. You see him, he bite on it. Just, ah. And Thraxis speaks up. Oh, you did do your homework. Choice on the anti-magic chains. And looks into looks into his intake, whatever is capturing the feed. Just like, hello everyone. For the most part, I am fine. Though, do come along if you guys want to see a show.
Vitur, obviously very much pissed off, and says, I'll be there shortly.
Caldor just looks.
I'm not to kill.
Caldor just looks and he says, not talking to you, posh boy. Alexis, what made you want to bite the chain?
Believe it or not, normal chains and anti-magic chains have a different taste. We'll explain that later. And Darius is just like, shut the hell up! Brutus, silence him! It's just like, before Brutus could even good, Thraxus just chuckles, is like, cute. But, you can't hold me. Can't hold me. It's like, what do you mean by that?
Vitur then speaks
fun
up and
fact.
says, "You made a vital mistake."
And Thraxus reveals that his tail was unchained. And it's just like, besides, I'm already gone. As the illusion falls off of the dummy that, illusion falls off of the dummy, revealing that it was literally just a scarecrow.
Really, a Clark and Son
A
reference?
pumpkin head. I know. And just the echoing of Thrax's voice.
He's in the walls. He's in the goddamn walls.
I will. You know what, Brutus, the human that was named Brutus goes, he's in the walls. He's in the goddamn walls. And all chaos ensues before the feed cuts out.
Vitur
Can I just? Oh,
stands up, visibly shaking even more than she was before. Gets on mounts Sylvester and says, "If you wish to follow, you must hurry."
Caldor's got his wings popped out like, fucking missing a show. You'd be fucking crazy for me missing this.
Hold on, guys. Alucard was going to try and say something.
Go ahead, Alucard.
what I was about to say, when the live feed was, when the shit was about to hit the fan, Tamal was chuckling when this shit was going on. I thought our beloved vampire general might call on to that, realizing something was gone wrong. Since I didn't take a sale during our little interview.
Everyone else is finding the situation kind of funny, as they didn't think to sedate Thraxus at all.
Chain up his fucking tail.
Or chain up his tail. And now Vitur mounts onto Sylvester. She's just like, if you want, I'm on a warpath. Or a bridge summary.
Yeah, Caldor's already got his wings unfolded, and he's ready to go watch the show.
Alright. We are starting to enter the event that I had said will be happening here soon. You are still able to roleplay, but you are not to try and prevent what's about to happen from happening, okay?
Okay.
So, I'm going to move you back to the general's mansion. I'm going to take a little bit of time to edit some.
Is her aura activated, babe?
Remember, it only lasts an hour.
Remember, we had this plan where she activated her demon state, remember?
Yeah. Like I said, though, the aura only lasts an hour, so you activate it within the last soon as you get there, actually.
Yeah. Okay.
You guys get there. It's chaos. Bandits. What you guys had seen as chaos is ensuing well through the windows is that Vatura is walking up, her aura activated, and then her demon state is activated. As she is downright pissed, as she quite literally kicks down the doors.
Yeah, no,
Are we
Caldor's just
implementing that one other extra pizzazz thing now or later?
Happen here in a moment.
Okay.
Still, as you guys kick down the door, Thraxis is currently holding a still conscious bandit. It's just like, oh, cavalry's arrived. You guys are fucked now.
Caldor's sitting back with the pipe, and he's just saying, "Hey, I didn't want to miss the show. I'm pretty sure no one wanted to miss this show."
So you guys are gonna let Batur have all the fun?
I mean, she is your wife. They technically kidnapped her, quote unquote, and he's doing air quotes. You guys are technically married in a sense. I mean, y'all's fight.
I keep forgetting that I need to do pull on my voice mod. It's just like ah. Fun. Well, 1 second. I'm really sorry that I have to do this to you. As he's saying this to the technically vampire spawn, and just literally just snaps its neck. Or walking back to the party, it's just like, so what did I miss?
Caldor just points at. Caldor is just simply nudging a thumb over to Vatur's way, being like,
Batur walks up to Thraxis, makes sure he's, unharmed. When she's satisfied, she nods her head and simply says, "Good, at least they didn't hurt you."
Not like they truthfully could. The only magic thing they had on them was the anti-magic bullshit. So, truthfully, in my little escapade, crusade, whatever the fuck you want to call it, or path, I've not found the holy symbol of Ravenloft yet. Wearing it, or he has a secret room where it is currently being kept.
Find it. We'll send the rest of the party after while we deal with the rest of them.
oh, yay, more puzzles.
Okay, I will say this now. As soon as Varaxis said that, all you just see is Tamal grinning, knowing the fact he's just got given the permission to demolish the fuck out the house to look for that fucking artifact.
Can I use detect magic to see if I could find it, or is it not magical?
It is magical. The holy symbol of Ravenkind is in fact magical, but the walls are lined with anti-magic materials.
Alright.
Ooh, building smashing.
Prevents you from doing that.
Does that mean my plan will work?
Just wait and find out.
Brute force won't work. It's just that you can't use detect magic to find the damn thing.
Hey,
now,
the old ways
with
always
that being
worked.
said, Thraxis pulls Vatur into a hug and whispers something in her ear to get her to calm down. Very quickly pulling her out of her aura and demon state. And at this moment, all of you hear the familiar click being pulled.
Vatur, at the last second, pushes Thraxis away, taking a ballista bolt through her stomach.
I wanted you to roll the athletics check first to see how far you push Thraxus.
All right, 1 second. When I refreshed everything, I forgot to pull my character sheet back up.
Okay.
You said what?
Roll me an
Athletics.
athletics check real quick. Yep.
Before I do advantage or normal.
Normal. Managed to push Thraxus a good 10 feet away as a heavy, super barbed crossbow bolt rips right into your stomach. And almost like slow motion now as Thraxus runs back to Vitur and is now very much panicked, trying to treat the wound. And this is the first time this is one of the rare times you've heard Thraxus panic, as he says, No, 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 no.
Trevor! Heal, please! Something, help!
I then immediately rush over and start helping Thraxus with healing her.
Vitur, have a couple moments of consciousness left. What are you doing? What are you going to say?
Shit. She looks to Thraxus and she simply hold on. My fucking Roll20 just crashed. Look at me a second. The amount of times we've roleplayed this, I have been able to come up with something to say, and all of a sudden now I can't say shit. Fuck.
You
You
need
blend
a
it.
little hint?
Yeah, can you send me what we've discussed? Please and thank you.
Oh, no, I
There's your
just
little
realised.
hint.
Never mind. While Peter's figuring out what the. Oh, God.
Ahead, Alucard.
I was going to say Tamal looks in the direction of where the bolt came from
Why all of a sudden?
and
Oh, there we go.
hopes that Fatur gives him permission to murder the fuck out of said person.
We'll reveal
Vitur-
that here in a second.
Vitar looks to Thraxus and says, "Now we're even."
Thraxus starting to hyperventilate a little bit. Just
Cupping Vitur's cheek is like, no, 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 you don't get to pull this shit, woman. No. And at that moment,
Thraxus, or not Thraxus, Vitur, you lose consciousness. I'm going to put your health points at 0. Now,
Caldor's just gonna shout out, whoever shot that ballistic bullet, you're kind of fucked now.
look and in the general direction from where the ballista bolt came, you hear Darius's voice. Idiot! You missed the damn demon and you hit his wench!
Oh, now you extra fucked, buddy.
For everyone out of character, you hear basically from Thraxus's point of view, he hears his heartbeat in his ears, is aching, and he's seeing red. Everyone else, black smoke is starting to billow around him. Before Throxus throws his head back. And like fucking Ichigo from Bleach when he goes full hollow, fires out a black and red beam that shoots up into the sky. Creating a sizable 15-foot hole in all the floors and the ceiling, and then an explosion within the clouds happens. Where everyone can see the full moon. Now I'm going to make a couple dynamic lighting edits real quick. There's a very good reason for why I'm doing it this way.
Yeah, Caldor's just gonna look over at Darius again. Or just look in a general direction anywhere. He's just turning his head around and he's saying, "You are fucked, my friend." In a little sing-song voice.
I am also going to speak up, yelling at everyone, get into a phalanx formation. I need to get Vitur outside.
You don't get a moment to say that. You get that? But, as you're saying this, the light from the moon turns red. As the black smoke engulfs Throxus entirely as he's holding Vitur. For those of you who have unlocked your demon states, you are immediately thrown into it. Including, surprisingly,
I guess.
Sylvester.
Oh.
Sylvester, who turns into a literal Frostfang Barioth.
Yeah, Caldor's just gonna look. Caldor's just looking around. As soon as he sees Sylvester, he's just gonna look and be like, "What the fuck?" I'm gonna look at Trevor and be like, "Yeah, no, I'm gonna be outside."
But before that, Alex, you said that everyone who has unlocked their demon state.
Their demon state.
Yeah, everyone who has unlocked their demon state.
Yes, you too, Trevor.
Technically, different.
It's your Shadow Angel state.
Yes.
Either way, you're
different
getting
ring,
affected
though.
and you're thrown into it.
It was a different ring, though.
Shadow Angel, I understand. Either way, you're still thrown into that state. And then then the smoke clears from Throxus as he is taller, his clothes a little tighter, and two candle-like flames at the tip of his horns. Just
DM,
picks
I have
up,
a question.
Yes.
Since Caldor is not used to all this negative energy and all this, can he just nonchalantly just walk outside the door?
Hold on, actually. Because Thraxus is going to pick up Vitur, walk directly to you, Keldor, and hand Vitur over.
Yeah,
And his voice has also changed. Let me finish.
Okay.
If the going to say,
Yeah, don't worry. I know
One.
what you meant.
take Vitur, get everyone else, get the fuck out.
Okay.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Can
And I'm
sorry.
gonna go this.
Nice. Can I just say something real quick out of character?
Sure.
Okay, the fact that only person that hasn't got a demon state yet is the literal golden boy of the group. I am not surprised he's not shitting himself at the mere fact that everyone else has this demonic form except for him. He's like the normal guy in the group.
I mean, technically, you could
No,
also say Umbin doesn't have one.
He doesn't count.
The fuck do you mean Umbin doesn't count?
He's not a personality. He's an animal.
Well,
He-
technically, it's harder for Umbin to get a demon state because he's a ruby dragon. So he's very unless something were
Unless
the only
something dramatic happens with a ruby dragon to force them into a state, they're just gonna look mean as hell.
yeah. The only reason why Sylvester did is it's the same thing as what's going on with the rest of the party. Because he's very close to Thraxus and Vitur, some of Thraxus's demonic powers have seeped into Sylvester.
And that is why he is now a Frostfang Barrioth.
I can tell you took that idea from Monster Hunter, I'm guessing.
We had this planned for a while.
Very much so.
You fucker.
And I have also desperately wanted to bust this out.
So, am I making sure everyone gets back to the camp, or are we just sitting outside?
You get as
The
far
premise-
away as you possibly can.
Into the
but it's
fucking
too-
camp.
Cool. I'm gonna bust out. I'm gonna place turn on Sylvester. I'm gonna give Sylvester the assignment, and I'm hoping Sylvester
Yeah.
understands the assignment.
Oh, he does.
All right, I'm heading back to camp. I don't know about anyone else, but my happy ass is heading back to camp. Sylvester, you know what to do, buddy. Yeah.
I don't know why, but I just imagine
yeah.
Keldor while he's pelting it back to the camp. I just imagine him in the back of his mind thinking, "Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit!" in rapid succession.
Would you actually like to know what's going on in the back of Keldor's head, even though he's nice and calm and like a little flustered on the outside? And in the back of his head, he's going shit, 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 shit. Not good, not good, not good, not good, not good. Thraxus right now.
Yeah, because as soon as you... Not 5 seconds after you guys get out of the mansion and are all that, you hear this.
Ah!
I didn't,
All right,
didn't
people.
realize,
It's time to double time it. Let's go.
didn't realize Godzilla was in town.
Let's
Yeah,
go.
no, that was Thraxus.
Yeah, nope, nope, nope. All y'all get your asses in gear and get back to the camp. I am active leading
Have fun.
right now.
Yeah, have fun explaining that to the freaking wolves at the fucking at the
Hey,
camp. Have fun explaining that.
Keldor looks at Tamal and says, I don't fucking care. Move that red ass.
I'm a demon form. I'm still there.
Move your red ass now.
Motherfucker,
Ash
I'm
is
here
going to
stay.
speak up. Move that flaming ass. To correct Keldor, move that flaming ass. You want to be in the middle between Thraxus and whatever the hell just hit Vitur?
At this point, Keldor is already flying off saying, let
I'm gonna move you guys to the war room.
Oh, yeah, fuck, I forgot. Yeah, tomorrow just summoned his horse. That would have been it. If Sylvester didn't, if freaking Sylvester
Yeah,
decided
no,
to stay
you
with
still want to summon
uh,
the horse. You still
Yeah.
want to summon the horse and carry as much as you can because Sylvester is going about 30 miles an hour.
Making sure his master is protected.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
I'm
so
going to say that Trevor is currently riding on Sylvester to make sure she stayed healed.
But you're back up to 1 HP, and you guys, with you guys going as fast as you are, full bore, you guys make it back to the werewolf encampment
Yes.
and such, and Jakul is just like, what the fuck happened? Where's Throxus? What was that roar? Why is there a hole in the sky that shows the moon, and why is the moon red?
Yeah, Bradley, don't. Okay, to explain it, I'm gonna try to do this. Let me catch my breath.
Vitur then opens her eyes slightly as she looks to her father and says, "We are ambushed." Oh wait, is that what we decided, or did we want to do it differently?
You said, I thought we decided that you said, basically, someone pushed the Goku button.
That's right. Vitur
Really?
looks to her father and says, "They."
That's really funny.
Basically, she says that in a very weak voice.
You didn't hear, we didn't hear what you said, actually.
She says, essentially, someone pushed the Goku button.
You mumbled, but they essentially pushed the. Just gonna reword it, say
Okay,
they essentially pushed the Thraxis button.
Baby, I love you and all, but I can't handle that voice right now.
She is
Was
also.
It was getting to be a bit too much because I had 500 million things going on at once in my brain, and
I thought I had cleared my voice.
no.
No, you didn't. You still had the
I'm so
demonic
sorry.
voice.
I'm so sorry.
Okay.
Basically, they pushed
No,
the Throxus button.
That works because I can't think. My brain's all over the place.
But she is also trying.
Fair enough.
She is also role playing as a weakened person. So you saying I don't understand actually works
Sorry.
out, which is fine. I was just gonna have Caldor say, "Yeah, no, someone decided to hurt Vitur and made Thraxus go."
Made Throxus go berserk.
That man turned into a one-man army of thousands.
It is at this moment where you the sigil on the parchment activates again. And you are watching the chaos of Thraxus rip this man a new one as other bandits begin collapsing, holding their heads, screaming in agony and in confusion. And basically, you know that scene where Hulk is bullying Loki in the live action thing?
Oh, he's not one. Oh, for fuck's sake.
That is what Thraxus is doing. You also see that Thraxus has also gotten kind of hurt. Cuts his. He's now shirtless. So, you see shapes sticking out of his back aside from his wings, and all that. And it's just you can't make it out through the dark red light, but you know Thraxus is on full bore murder mode. Before Thraxus throws Darius into the thing, and you get nothing but static.
I was just about to say, right before that happened, I got the popcorn.
At this point, Caldor then says, "Yeah, see, that's what happened."
And it's at this moment that Strahd appears in the room, looking visibly shaken and angry for the first time ever. As he just kind of walks in and is just like, all right, where the fuck is Thraxus? Wait, hold on. I have a Strahd voice.
Honey, love, I love you and
So-
all, but I has migraine.
All right, I'll not do the Strahd voice. But yeah,
Just-
basically, he's just like, all right. No, Thraxus is at the base of this. So what the fuck happened, and where is he?
Vitur
Caldor,
weakly looks to Strahd and says, I was injured, and it was at the hand of Darius.
Need he? Thor, please continue.
Caldoro's just gonna be like all buddy buddy with Strahd, as this would visibly make Strahd question why the fuck he's doing it. Caldor just walks over, puts his arm around Strahd, and says, "Well, you see, it happened like this. See, we were going to the castle to try to talk to the General Darius. I'm pretty sure you know, lovely guy. And all of a sudden, this big ass ballista just comes, hits my friend Vitur, and yeah, Raxus is now an enraged demon bastard. Do you really want to go there? Do you want to go have fun?" Pats him on the side of the face and just says, "I didn't think so," and goes over as he then sits down, lays on the floor in the fetal position, and rocks back and forth.
I somehow got. It sounded like he was basically pulling a Deadpool with that one when he was talking like that.
Anyone else want to say something to Straw before I speak up as him?
Well,
Fuck it, I'll try.
currently, as Caldor has just stated, Thraxus is over at your general's manor, ripping into him and basically making a mess over there. Now, if you'll excuse me, I pull a bottle of wine out of my bag. I'm going to enjoy a drink because I'm not getting in the middle of that.
And
I'm
Alucard, you were going to say something?
Fuck, I had it in my fucking head then and lost it a little bit, but fuck it, got it back. Smart.
You were
No, I think
going
I
to
lost
say
it because
fuck?
fucking. No. Okay, Tamal looks at. I almost. Strahd, there you go. Almost forgot his fucking name. And says this. You pushed the one button you're not meant to fucking push. You push that button. You do not do that.
Vitur then looks to everyone and says, well, there is a reason as to why he essentially is this angry.
Strahd then speaks up. Oh, aside from the fact that Darius apparently put a ballista bolt through you, please, Vitur, enlighten us.
Pregnant.
Caldor then says, "Oh shit, your general fucked up."
Fuck it. I'll say this for this one, since for that incident. He did not push the Firaxis button. He pushed my button.
What do you mean, your button?
Did you not know how I fucking reacted when my father's fucking guardsman attacked me Tamal's wife?
Yeah.
It-
So,
Yeah, I'll put this in the nicest basically in context. If Firaxis did not stop me, I would have probably murdered that guard.
You hadn't. You. This is the first time the entire party is hearing of Vitur's condition. She did not
I know, but
tell anybody. The only people who knew out of the entire party was her parents, Thraxis, and Ash. That's it.
And Ash was told.
yeah, but like I said, he's technically pushed the buttons of two people in the party that are married and who's probably thinking about having kids at some point in the future with their wives. So yeah, it would still have an effect on tomorrow on that level.
In a sense, yes.
Basically, Darius, Ash says, basically, Darius pushed the Thraxis button for everyone today. And, he fucked around and now he's finding out.
Yep.
And for the first time ever, you see Strahd is visibly scared as he turns around to look outside at the blood-red sky. Says, noted. I will forewarn my other generals. But I will also warn them that it is better to cut the head off of a snake, even if it pisses the rest of you off. As he then bows his cordial self and leaves in a puff of smoke. Now I'm going to move you guys to the bandit camp, or not the bandit camp, the werewolf camp.
I was gonna have
Ed?
tomorrow say something when as Strahd left in his little puff of smoke. I was gonna have Tamal just scoff and say, "Couldn't the bastard use the door like a proper person, proper gentleman?" Fucking rude.
No. And be like, no, because he has to be a dramatic bitch like the rest of, like me and Thraxis sometimes. Let's be honest. If you had the ability to teleport to anywhere in the world like that, would you not just simply forego doors when it's easier to teleport?
Because teleporting would get boring after a while.
But so using doors also is boring. Besides, we don't know what all Strahd could do. Now, moving on. Hours later, as the sun begins to rise and the hole in the clouds has closed, you guys hear another warning howl. It's just basically the guards of the camp going, "Someone's coming."
Where is Vitur? Is she currently being healed, or is she still half unconscious?
She is no longer unconscious. She has been healed for the most part, but she's going to have a little bit of trouble walking.
Right. So, she closes her eyes and she feels, and she takes a deep inhale as she says, "It's Thraxis."
As you guys, through the foggy morning, you see Thraxis walking up. He's battered. He's bruised. He has several of those large bolts sticking out of his back. His wings are ruffled up. Blood is dripping from several open wounds, and he is dragging what looks to be like a body.
Caldor doesn't see any of this because currently Caldor is still in the fetal position.
I said this is hours later in the morning.
My immediate
Aw.
reaction to seeing the state that Thraxus is in is to immediately rush over and assess the wounds that he has.
You don't get far when you still see the still alive Darius hanging from the collar by Thraxus. And Thraxus still has that feral, angry pant. See,
Caldor
then, as Thraxus then... Sorry, what? Keldor?
Caldor's gonna walk up and he's gonna ask Thraxus to let go. I'll just play it out. Hey Thraxus, why don't you let me take care of Darius and let Trevor take care of you, and we'll go from there once you're healed up and everything. Sound good?
Thraxus just growls out. I'm fine. Besides, everyone needs to see this one real quick. As he Darius up and then catches him by the back of the head. He looks up to the sky, not sure if Strahd is watching, and just yells out, "See this, Strahd? This is what happens when you fuck with those I care about. Keep this up, and you're next." Before he proceeds to close his hand slowly, forcing Darius's head to pop like a zit, spraying those within 5 feet of him with the black ichor that is the vampiric blood. And the headless body collapses into the snow, turning into ash.
Caldor just looks over at a nearby, attempts to look over at a nearby werewolf and just calmly says, "Can you direct me to the nearest washing hole? I can get this disgusting stuff off of me, please."
He nods. But it's at this moment that Thraxus finally collapses.
Vitur calls out to Trevor and her father and says, "Quickly get him."
I was
Sure.
I was going to try to catch him. Okay, I had rushed over, so I need to move my character over. So I'm going
Alright,
to attempt to catch Thraxus as he's collapsing.
Right? I need you to roll me an athletics check.
My ass is gonna get hurt.
Bloody pop goes the weasel for that poor vampire.
You guys have no idea how long I've wanted to do that. Fuck, that is cathartic.
Well, no, I'm crushed.
Managed to just
Yeah,
managed to just barely stop him. Barely stop Thraxus from hitting his head. But yeah, you are currently being pinned under him, as he is very much now a dense motherfucker.
Can someone please help me with this?
Jakul
At
rushes
this moment,
over. Go ahead, babe. I'll let you do it.
It's at this moment Jakul has rushed over, grabs Thraxus, and hoists him over his shoulder. And in a very commanding tone says, "All right, those who can heal, come with me."
Vitur calls out to her father and says, "He doesn't do well with certain things. You're gonna need to tie him down."
I'm well aware. And he looks directly at Trevor. You're coming with me.
So my map just cut half of itself off.
But yeah, so
I almost made a comment to that.
Make the comment.
All right, you ogre of a cat. But you're holding his ass down.
Shakul just laughs because
Uh,
he takes it with a grain of salt. He really doesn't care, but his main focus is to get Thoraxis healed.
And what were you going to say, Tamal?
I was gonna say if one, what the fuck is me and Golden Flashlight doing while this is going on? I kind of find it weird that they
you
don't ask
forget.
us for assistance.
You forget. Kaldor just got
Uh,
sprayed with vampiric blood, so he is currently washing up.
In the words of
You
Tamal,
can either help Keldor. Sorry. Go
I was,
ahead.
I was gonna say this is to fucking Keldor. Keldor, you golden bastard! It's just a bit of blood. You can wash it off later.
Yes, but unfortunately, this is vampiric blood, and I don't like the taste of vampiric blood.
You get used to it.
You
Meh.
know what? Never mind.
Shut.
uh,
This is better than how we roleplayed it.
so it is so much better. So Ash is choosing to stay by Vitur's side to make sure that someone can help heal her. Tamal, you can either choose to stay by Vitur's side, do your own thing, or pin down Throxus.
Yeah. Fuck it. I'll pin the cunt down.
All right.
This will be the only time I actually get to fucking hold the fucker down without him complaining about it.
He's gonna bitch and complain, trust me.
All right. So, for those who are currently trying to treat Throxus's wounds, it is a bitch and a half. Because all of the crossbow and ballista bolts that are in his back are barbed, and you're having to rip out each and every one of them. Thraxus has bitten.
Alex,
Yes.
remember, I have medicine. I can like.
Well, I'm well aware. We'll let you roll a medicine check here in a moment. Let me finish describing what's going on. As you guys are healing him, or taking out the ballista bolts, so what I'm going to be having, the rolls that are going to happen is, Alucard, you are going to make an athletics check to keep Thraxus pinned and help take out those crossbow
In the
bolts.
next couple days.
Trevor, you are going to
about to say-
roll a medicine check. And all of this is happening while Thraxus is biting down on a piece of leather that gets changed out for a block of wood, that gets changed out for a block of metal because he has bitten through the other two.
Wouldn't it have been better if Tamal tries to remove the wait, are they giant arrows, like ballistic arrows, or just like small
Ballista bolts.
arrows?
Ballista
Yeah,
bolts, heavy crossbow bolts, and light crossbow bolts. They vary in different size. So you're going to be
Yeah, I was
making
gonna-
3 athletics checks. Actually, 4.
Yeah, I was gonna.
One to keep him pinned, one for the heavy bolt, one for the ballista bolts, one for the heavy crossbow bolts, and one for the light crossbow bolts.
I was
And
about to
roll
say, would it
those
have been
for me.
better for Tamal to say, would it be better for Tamal to remove those bolts himself?
Yes, that's what
Since
you're
he's
doing.
probably right.
That is
I
what
didn't
you're
know
doing.
'cause it sounded. I didn't know. It sounded like you just having me pinning the bastard to the floor.
Oh, you're helping move everything.
Yeah,
when you
you're-
said you were gonna help pin him, you
Oh,
were helping remove.
You're having him pinned. Yeah,
That's
you're
what I'm saying,
helping
this-
him. You're having him be pinned. Okay, yeah. since you're helping Penn, roll an athletics check at advantage.
No, because like I say, when you were saying pin him down, I thought, wouldn't it be more of a strength save than a athletics? Since the fucking fact I have to yank out something heavy without running the risk of it snapping and leaving
Definitely
anything.
strength. But here, it's going to be a definite strength thing, but at the same time, it's also, yeah. Now, versus Throxus's athletics check. Oh, it's a fight to keep him pinned.
Alex,
Fucking knock him out.
I'll be right back. I gotta go to a potty break.
Why are you fucking two
Roll
or
me
something?
roll me 3 more athletics checks without advantage. 1 for the heavy bolts, 1 for the light bolts, and 1 for the ballista bolts.
Okay. So, as you said, he bit through the other two.
You get medicine at advantage.
I was going to say that because he bit through the leather and the wood, now he's biting down on metal. I was going to say, hey, you bite through that, I'm sedating you.
How many times do I have to do it, Alex? Remind me?
3 times.
Yeah. 3 more times. Okay. It's 1.
Remember normal rolls. Okay, 26, you get the light bolt out quite easily.
Yeah. So it has to be higher than 21. Okay. Remember that.
The light bolts are the easiest. The heavy bolts, it's a little bit more of a struggle, but you manage to get the heavy bolts out.
And 1 more. And the last one, yeah.
No, you do
So,
not.
1 pack.
The ballistic bolts or ballista bolts do not come out at all. They don't even budge.
I then tell Tamal, don't worry about the large ones. I will deal with them myself. They have serrated edges. It would be better if I used medical tools to remove them instead of just tearing them out.
All of them were serrated anyway. So go ahead and roll me a medicine, and let's see if Throxus can bite through a piece of metal. No, he cannot. It is dented. All right, Trevor, with your medicine check, you managed to get the ballista bolts out with little injury. But now Throxus's back is riddled with holes, and if you have trypophobia, that is going to trigger it.
I don't have it, but should I make another medicine check to close those holes, or like start like sewing them up?
Jakul can do that because he's got the
Your wounds, healing word, prayer of healing, or any form of healing spell or health potion will close these wounds without any medical attention.
I'm going to state this. I was going to say it earlier when Trevor was on about the bolts. I did have a comment stating, well, this isn't Firaxis' first time of pulling out of something. And I hate myself.
Oh, you clever little bastard!
Jakul looks to Tamal and says, "We're not talking about that. We are focusing on the course at hand. Now, either you get your head in the game or you get out."
And that is accurate for Jakul.
Very much.
Alright. So I'm gonna say that Caldor is done washing up. He's gonna come. Are you still is Thraxus still needing to be held down, or does he still need assistance with stuff?
Well, let's see it. Because he has holes in his back. He bit a dent into a metal pipe. No, he's currently being still being pinned quite well against
Tamal.
Maul.
Can I make a check against the like a perception check against the bolts to see if they were poisoned?
Sure.
Oh wait, no. What am I doing? No, I have fucking detect poison.
That'll also work.
Uh,
Our cleric, ladies and
I
gentlemen.
use my detect poison and disease spell.
So you remember the poison of the damned, the poison of stone limb, and the anti-magic poison?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they were on the ballista bolts. And that actually affected his system.
I would like to make another medicine check to see if I can help with any of those poisons.
If one of those poisons the one
Basically,
that
all of the
Bull and Istop know?
It is the stone limb poison that you're thinking of, babe. But as I said, all of the poisons that are on the are on top of the wounds are currently having no effect on him.
Probably because he's still in
So
that
it was
demon
a smart
state,
idea
right?
to remove those bolts.
He is now permanently within his demons in a demon state. He has gotten a slight nerf where he doesn't have the extra damage, but
Speed.
also and speed, but he kept his 20 strength and resistance to everything.
Basically,
also-
he's now full on the Emperor of Wrath.
Also, everyone that was forced into their demon states, are we still technically in those or no?
No.
No, you fell out of them about an hour, roughly about a few minutes after you were in them, and out of your auras about an hour into your run of getting back.
Mm. You know what? Uh, I want to do something a little bit special because I haven't had a chance to show it off. Uh, since I was forced into it, can I physically activate it myself still or no?
Not for this day.
Um,
Technically, you guys have not had a long rest yet.
oh, never mind
Yeah,
then.
no, everyone is. Don't worry, you can trigger it again here in a bit. But yeah, no. While that
So
is
the-
going on, Thraxus is letting out guttural roars of pain and anger.
Hang on, babe. Danny wanted to say something.
Sorry.
So essentially,
Yes, Dan.
the demon states are now like our auras. They can only be activated once a day.
Demon states are a stack on top of your aura. They can only be activated once per day. And the demon states only last about 10 minutes. Well, no. They not 10 minutes. They last about
3 rounds.
30
An
rounds
hour.
in combat.
Ah, okay.
The aura lasts an hour. The demon state, which is the stack on top of the aura, lasts for 10 rounds of combat. Or 30 rounds of combat, which is 3 minutes.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
That is how each perk works. But basically, does not get his essentially his Super Saiyan 2 form that you guys get. He's getting a change to his aura altogether because he no longer has the demon state.
Because he's officially in his demon form, essentially, is what's going on.
That's all I needed. Thank you.
Yes.
Hmm?
What's up? Someone wanted to ask a question.
No, wasn't a question. I was going to say like I was going to say that if he's going to continue all that growling and grunting and all that, then I'm going to try to sedate him.
Her hearing
just
Thrax's growling and grunting, she looks to Ash and says, I might need to go in there to keep him calm.
Fine. Mm-hmm.
So, Drax, or you, Trevor, there is a
What?
I'm going to. Yeah, I just rolled the Nightshade darts for you. Basically,
I mean, I could have
Thraxus
just done a medical check and used some medicine to sedate him.
Thraxus actually has Nightshade darts in his bag. That's would have worked a little bit better. So,
With Thraxus's essential
and
with his demon state, typical medicine may or may not have an effect on him. Something of the Nightshade darts will.
believe it or not, Nightshade darts actually work on gods too. Long
Yeah.
story short, though, Thraxus is out cold using a Nightshade dart.
Jakula finally says, thank God. I don't know if we could keep up with him thrashing around like that.
I then speak up. Personally, I would suggest if he wakes up, just to knock him back out again, because he hasn't. Because he looks like he needs the rest.
Jakul nods and says, he'll be resting here in a moment. We've got a few more things to heal up and then he should be fine. Now, once that is done, I need to go check on the Tur.
Caldor walks in and says, all right, sorry about that. Vampiric blood taints the soul, as I was told by my covenant. Now, is there anything that I can help with?
I'm gonna speak for Jakula at this point. Yes, there is. As soon as we're done healing him, tie him the fuck down.
Okay, how are we tying him? Rope, chains, both? How do you want it done?
Anti-magic chains, preferably. And make sure his tail is tied down too.
I'll ball that up on a stick for you.
Because,
I'm just.
sorry.
Oh.
Basically, as Jakul says,
I.
as a medic myself, I personally recommend he gets at least a week's of bed rest. Especially after the shit he just been through.
Sure.
Will take us.
Great.
Tamal. Tamal, would you like to join me in a scouting party to see what is left of that mansion?
Yes. Ah, fuck it. Might as well see the carnage you left behind.
I'm gonna have
Right.
her come up with Ash's help. As she's limping towards the area, like she's forcing herself to walk, but she's walking very carefully. Do you want me to move my character, or do you want me to leave her character there?
Leave your character there for me is just a little bit easier in general.
Okay.
Soon as you walk in, Jakul looks over to you as a father would, looking at his daughter breaking the rules, or as a doctor who just saw one of their patients who is in truth even ready to be walking, trying to walk, and is just like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
Coming to check on my husband.
It's fine.
Caldor peeks his
Go the
head out.
fuck to bed.
Can I lay
Thor?
in here?
Caldor just pops his head out from behind Jakul and says, "How you feeling?"
I'll be fine. Dad, may I lay in here with him?
He places a hand on Jakul's back and says, "It's fine. Me personally, I would rather them stay together. That way they can rest together. It might help Thrax's and Ventura heal faster than expected."
Jakul says, much as I want to say yes, the fact of the matter is, if you try resting in here now, after what we just pulled out of him, you could put yourself more at risk, and I'm not going to allow that to happen. So back to the room that you were that we had set up for you. Praxis will be set up. We'll be staying in here just for tonight. As soon as he's had a little bit of rest, you can have him all to yourself. Looks over to Trevor. As a fellow medical professional, would you agree that is fair?
In my honesty, I am not a medical professional here. I just know a
Might
bit.
grade him on it.
I just know a bit of medicine from the books that I read. Outright,
From what?
I would agree with you. Yes.
Caldor looks over and says, "I feel there's a butt in there."
Terry looks to her father, Trevor, and Caldor and Tamal and says, "All right, I will go to my space. As long as he's safe. That's all that matters."
Now, as Caldor stated, there is a but.
That but is
For my own mental sake, I'm going to be keeping an eye on Thraxis. So Vitur can stay. It'll put her at ease, and whenever Thraxis wakes up, it'll put him at ease.
Caldor then looks
now.
over at Jakul and says, "Do you want an extra hand at that mansion?"
You know what, Keldor? Yes. Trevor, as I said, for now, just keep them separated. As much as it pains me to do so, don't know if Throxus could pick up any diseases and potentially get Vitura an infection. Even know if Throxus is going to have an infection or not. Which is why I'm saying we keep them separated for now. Caldor, do me a favor. Go ask if Gore wants to join us on investigating that mansion.
Sure, let me go get my mini brother. As he trots off away, Keldor then goes up to Gore and says, "Hey, Gore! Got a
Or
question
could you
for
play Gore for me?
Huh?
Asking Trevor if he could voice Gore for me.
Right, yeah. I don't have a good Gore voice, but
Briefly.
I'll try.
Hey, buddy, I got a question to ask you.
What is it, Kaldor?
So, Jakul, me, and Jamal are heading up to the hopefully what a castle is supposed to be there. Hopefully, there's still something. We're heading up there. You want to come with?
I feel there is a bunch of tension around here, and I would like to get away from that and have a bit of time exploring. So yes, I would like to come.
Weakness. Do you want to ride on my shoulder as usual?
Yes.
Awesome.
We'll have Jakul take
Right.
Sylvester because Sylvester's just itching to get out, just to go somewhere with Jakul.
Kind of separate the party a little bit.
For the sake of it, Gore is going to climb Caldor, and all you hear is shotgun.
Oh yeah, I got my Minotaur cannon now. Caldor walks back to Jakul and says, "Well, we got an extra."
Just gonna move.
Right.
Yep.
So that is essentially the formation of everything. I'm not going to change the map real quick. So, roughly around noon, Caldor, Kamal, and Gore, you guys get to where you thought the mansion was, and you find a crater.
I mean, I knew
Barely.
Thraxus had some anger
Sorry?
issues. Like, damn, I didn't realize he had those much of issues.
Kamal, do you have a comment to make on the fact that there's a crater?
Oh, fucking hell, this sounds a bit cheeky, but fuck it out. I'll give it 5 out of 10.
Out of 10. Gore, what would you rate this?
Or what would you rate the crater?
Oh, if we're rating things, I would give this a 9 out of 10.
Honest personal opinion, solid 9.5.
Jakul looks to the crater and says,
Is that voice that I was doing okay?
"Yeah,
I feel
Yes.
like
Yeah, it
Damien,
sounds fine.
I feel like Damien's gonna be pissed with me.
Oh, probably.
It sounds like you're like that Spanish masked wrestler, but
Zorro?
mixed with Zangief. But
Oh, that's an image I don't want in my head. Fucking Zangief with Rey Mysterio's fucking costume.
Zangiefito!
Oh, God.
Anyway, Jakul.
all right. Back on track. What was Jakul gonna say?
Jakul looks to the crater and sighs heavily and says, I wonder what my daughter sees in that.
Caldor looks over at Jakul and says, Jakul, we need to even this out. What would you rate this hole? What would you rate this magnificent crater?
From sheer power alone, a 9.5 sounds good.
All right.
From pure stupidity, I would say 10 out of 10.
Damn. Hey. So, Caldor is actually going to cast a spell.
And that spell is.
Since there is no longer any magical thing around, I'm going to cast Detect Magic.
You see a glint right in the middle of the crater.
Oh, wonderful. Gord, I'm gonna have you step down real quick. It'll be a lot easier for me to fly down.
What? Oh.
Do you want to come with? Do you want to feel like you're riding a dragon?
Yes.
Fine. I have Gore piggyback style like a backpack as I fly down into the hole.
Right, Jakul follows behind, sliding down the crater walls. Kamal, do you wish to follow?
Might as fucking well.
Oh, Alex,
Yes.
you realize why I'm using my wings, right?
Oh no.
Why?
So I can be more proficient with flying.
I get you. Alright, so
Motherfucker.
Fuck you, bitch.
it takes about a good 5 minutes to get to the bottom of the crater.
Deal.
Everyone sees that slight little glint of polished silver, or buried under a little bit of rubble and ash.
Small walks over to where, as you stated, the little glint in the gravel and tries wiping the dirt away to get more of a clearer picture of the glint.
You clear the dust and dirt away. You reveal the holy symbol of Ravenloft, or Ravenkind, and that surrounds you all. In fact,
Hmm.
soon as you unbury it, a pedestal comes up and presents uh, the necklace to you guys.
Tomorrow somewhat steps forward in front of the pedestal.
So you're
I
in
don't know
front
if
of
the
the pedestal
pedestals.
with the holy symbol of Ravenkind on top of it.
Tomorrow slowly reaches for the necklace.
When you touch the
You were being slowly.
polished silver, when you touch the silver of the necklace, you feel a slight rush of energy channel through you, but not enough to make any difference to you. It is most. It's just mostly when you grab it, you can tell it's very much magical, but it's not something you can use.
What the?
Something else happens.
Where? Oh, I'm guessing Golden Boy, Little Beard, and I'm believing Fateur's father is stood right behind me when this is going on.
literally right behind you, watching you grab this thing.
Caldor just simply says, I was expecting something more?
Maul turns around, holding the necklace. Maybe it's triggered by a certain individual.
I mean, only one way to find out. Caldor opens his hand to have Tamal set it down in his paw.
Maul does not hand it to Eldor and suggest, let's just get back to the others before we start faffing around with something we don't know. Because for all we know, if we give it to you, Golden Boy, it may just taint the living fuck out of you. And that's the nicest way I can describe it.
Right. If anything does happen, we need to have a lot of medical standing by.
Jakul nods and says, "We'll do it when we get back to the camp. For now, we should head back."
Okay, dokie.
So, roughly another day, half a day's travel, and you guys are back. Like as the sun is setting, and you're hearing a commotion going on within medical tent.
Caldor's
It is
gonna
very obvious Thraxus is awake, and he's not happy.
Caldor just simply says this as he grabs Gore and says, sorry about this, and sets him down in such a rush and bolts for the medical tent.
Sorry, I had walked away.
It's okay. Trevor, since you're in the medical tent, Thraxus has woken up, and he's currently, while he's in control, he's trying to get out, and he's broken one of his arms free, though it's still being held by anti-magic chains. He literally broke off a piece of the table that he was strapped down to, and is swinging his arm at, and struggling trying to get out of the other one.
I immediately
The nightshade dart did not work either.
I immediately walk over and tell him, "Hey, calm the hell down. You're chained down for
Let
a
me
reason.
out of here, and I will.
You're chained down for a reason.
Let me out of here. That reason is
For you to rest. You have been chirping on sleeping, on resting, all because of what? I don't know. But you are going to stay on this table until you are properly rested. Now calm the fuck down.
I at least get unchained so I can get fucking comfortable.
If you stop,
It'd be at this moment Caldor comes in.
Hello.
Didn't you, Trevor?
if you stop flailing about, I will undo most of the chains.
Most?
Hey, boss.
Preferably, I would like to at least leave one chain on you, just in case you go berserk.
Or I'm not gonna go berserk. Just unchain me before I try to bust out of here again.
So what you're saying is you would come out and you would actually like to get some fresh air as you have just woken up, to which you are flailing around because you have been tied down by moi.
Caldor, you are not helping this situation. He is not leaving this tent until he gets proper rest. Now, Thraxus, I am going to unchain you. If you try to leave this tent. So, Apollo help me. I will do everything in my power to break your legs.
Whoa, Trevor, I thought the whole point was to have him rest, not cause further injury to him.
And if forcing him to rest means breaking his legs, then I will do it.
This point, Istap comes in and says, Now, let's all calm down.
Hey, Ma.
Viraxis. Vitura is asleep. She is fine. In the morning, you can go and see her, but you need to rest for the night. Jukul's orders. We will undo the chains for
Fine.
now, but you need to rest.
Gonna be
And
Fine.
if I have to use my own arrows, I will.
gonna
I'm
be a
just,
little bit longer than the morning for him to go and see her. I need to make sure no diseases or poisons take hold.
He'll be fine. I know Jukul is really good at what he does. If we haven't seen anything take an effect yet, he'll be fine in the morning. We'll check him then, but he needs rest for now.
Caldor pipes up and says,
Hold on, Dan. Alucard was about to say something.
oh, okay.
Yeah, I was about to say while Ratter's father was speaking to Firaxis,
Oh no, mother.
Oh, well, it's fucking hard to tell the difference between you
Mother.
three fucks. Anyway, and yes, I know that was a race card, but I don't care. Put it right.
Okay, Frieza.
Shut it. Anyway, Tamal walks in. I'm just gonna assume he put the necklace in his pocket for safekeeping, because I don't think he would carry that in his hand still. Just to see how Firaxis is doing.
Throxus is not happy. You can very obviously tell that. But he is now calmed down after hearing the commotion, causing the commotion. It's just, can I finally just get unchained so I can put some fucking pants on? Not happy with the fact that I have my ass out in the air.
I'm not happy having to stare at your third leg. As I immediately move to unchain him.
But you have to understand, Thraxus, even Vitura would say, you have such a cute butt, though.
Small, sorry, I'm just gonna say this. I'm gonna say these two things. Small slaps Keldor on the back of the head for that comment,
Ow.
as well as well as telling Firaxis, I've got some good news to tell him if he's wanting to hear it now or after he's rested up a little bit.
Just hit me now. Any good news is good.
We found it.
I think Keldor. Small
He
pulls
pauses, then looks at
pulls
you
out
guys.
Oh, go. Let you finish your thing.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Small then pulls out the necklace of Raven, whatever, and just holds it up so not Keldor, so Firaxis can see it since he is still laid down on the floor.
Table.
Well, he's still laid down, so shut up.
Alright. Good. Who holds on to that for safekeeping later? He gets up, making sure his back is to everyone as he puts on some pants.
All I would say to
Now,
So I was going to say that
I
while
believe
I'll say this quickly, while Firaxis is doing that, Tamal is just quietly muttering, hopefully in a tone that Firaxis does not hear, says that scaredy cat.
Would my radar dish ears
He's-
pick up on that?
roll a stealth check to see how well you can hide that under your breath.
Me or Trevor?
You. Okay, you have to make a
You,
stealth check.
Tamal.
Yeah, you have to make the stealth check
God.
to see how quiet you can be with muttering that.
Oh, fuck's sake. Oh, yeah, that's not too bad for a,
Hey, that's pretty good.
for a 2 stealth.
That is
I
a
say
very
that and
good
fucking,
stealth.
I say that, but no, Trevor's gonna
But
fucking manage
both
to beat it.
Thraxus and Trevor hear it.
Oh,
And
fuck.
Thraxus just shakes his head and chooses not to comment.
Stop. Looks at Thraxis and says, I will let you know if Vitur's condition changes. For now, she's doing fine.
Right. Thank you, guys. Now, it's all the same to you guys. Can I have some privacy, please?
Caldor just says, yeah, no, that's fine. Tamal, can you follow me so we can actually do our little experiment that we were going to do back at the crater that Demon Boy left?
Wait, there was a crater?
Oh yeah, you won by a landslide. You got an overall of a 9.2 on that crater.
I have to go check it out
These fuckers
myself.
hate.
Well, at least we can put a reason as to why the feed cut out.
Why?
No, I was
So wait,
no,
the
I was
Also-
commenting for like the letter.
oh, okay. How's
Oh.
the recording doing? Is it doing okay?
The recording 2 hours, 21 minutes, 34 seconds.
That's very
Recording
fucking
that?
nerving how you.
It's still going, yes.
It's
Alright,
still
Jamal.
fucking nerving how
I
precise
had
you do
said
that.
several things to you and you have not replied.
Alright, Tamal.
Thraxus is going to look over to Trevor and just say, all right, Trevor, you go with them. Make sure they don't do anything stupid. And I promise I will do my best to get some rest.
I'm not going anywhere just yet. Now, I am going to give you your privacy, yes, but I'm going to be outside after I check a few things with you before. Look,
Before
to be
Istop
honest-
leaves, she looks to Thraxis and Trevor and says, Jakul had asked him to stay put, just to keep an eye on him. Just to keep an eye on you, sorry.
I am not some fragile little child, he says, finally. As
Istop gives
Trevor is
him
doing his final checks.
Istop gives Thraxis a
Istop?
motherly look and says, and this family, you are.
Trevor, what was the thing you wanted to do exactly?
No. Okay, well, I was going to say. Now, considering that that you're saying that you're not a fragile little child, Thraxis, you need to understand. You're trying to shoulder a bunch of weight yourself. You've gotten on my case for not trusting everyone when you're doing the same damn thing. Just sit down, let me check you, and get some rest.
First of all, However, I say this with as much love as a brother can. Get fucked. Secondly, I did promise I will get some rest. Thirdly, to check done and over with so I can get some rest, please.
I am going to do a few little reflex tests on him. Just to do some like random little checks, and then I'm going to ask
Roll
him.
me just give me an overall medicine check, or real quick, medicine roll, please.
Ooh, nice.
For the most part, Thraxis is entirely fine. The only major difference before he went before he went full demon and after is his muscle density is a lot higher, and now he just has a set of magical candle flames at the tip of his horns that can burn something if he so chooses.
All right. Now, for the last things that I'm going to do before I step outside and let you have your privacy. Threxus, do you feel any different?
Are we talking physically, mentally, or emotionally?
If you can answer all three with confidence, I would like to know each.
Physically, I am tired. Mentally, I'm fucking drained. Emotionally, I want to sleep.
Good. All right.
Truthfully, I barely remember what had happened after I had handed off the term.
Now, the last thing I'm gonna
All
do.
the one thing I do distinctly remember is seeing pure red, carnage, and and when I did get back, I remember the feeling of something crushing in my hand.
Thought takes a minute and says it was Darius that you had crushed the head on.
Of course. What were you gonna say, Trevor?
Now, the last thing I'm gonna do before I leave. I immediately try my best to crack a joke to see if his his sense of humor is gone.
The joke.
I don't have a joke on hand. That's why I'm just saying that like I try my best to crack a joke.
Well, if you could give me a joke real quick, I will. Your basic pitch joke. I'll have you roll a performance on how well you deliver the joke.
Hmm.
Because we're getting into the spooky season, I know the joke that you must use.
Hang on.
Wait, Caldor has a joke.
I got it.
I'm gonna not
You
let
ready?
this poor man fucking rest.
Why do paladins wear chainmail?
Paladins,
Why do paladins wear chainmail?
I.
Because it's holy armor.
All right.
Ugh.
Okay. I have a. You said spooky season. All right. Why couldn't the skeleton laugh?
I.
Because he was missing his funny bone.
Roll
Both of those were. See, I was gonna go with the what is the skeleton's favorite snack one. It was just yes, goddamn you.
Roll the performance.
Roll performance.
Jesus Christ.
Go ahead and roll me performance, please.
Why do I have a 2 in performance? Oh no.
Well, that delivered a punchline.
Granted, I think the Joker will be disappointed in your sense of comedy, but either way, it still works.
Droxus gives out a soft chuckle and is just like, was the joke necessary?
Just had to check your mental fortitude. I mean, you are a bard after all. Cheesy joke like that would easily crack you up.
First of
Caldor,
all, you could have done so much better.
I could have,
Eldor,
but we're all
Caldor,
tired.
Caldor comes back in. I don't know if Maul is still there.
I'm still here, flashlight.
No, oh, okay, so you're still with the rest of them. Caldor just looks and says, "Hey, tall, red, and scaly. Are we gonna do that thing that I was wanting to test here since we have all this medical attention?"
Small size and says, fine, but if you get your arm blown off, at least you can use your other arm for your personal activities.
Oh, don't worry, I'm totally ambidextrous.
Droxus sighs and just says, go make sure they don't get each other killed.
Caldor shouts back, "No promises."
Trevor, make sure they don't get killed, please.
Oh no, I'm not going with them. I'm staying right outside the tent.
Don't worry, we'll be within visual. All right.
I'm not gonna leave the tent. Have my word. Just go with them, please, and put my head at a little bit of ease.
Alright. But if I come back and you're outside this tent,
Alright. So, Roxas just is in the tent as promised. Moving on to little experiment.
All right,
Paul, care
Jamal.
to explain to Trevor what you plan on doing in character?
Small speaks up to Keltor and just tells him, this is a dumb idea, by the way.
Dumb idea it
You
may
saw it did
be.
nothing to me.
Right. However, you have had a demonic activation. Did I transform and all that?
No.
No. So it might have a different effect with me than it will anyone who has had a demonic transformation.
Small raises his hands and saying, so let me get this straight. You think this little necklace, the thing that we need to kick Strahd's head in, will have some Deus Ex holy magic bullshit on you since it didn't work on someone who has a demonic form?
Yes.
Were you kicked in the head on the way back?
Are you going to hand me the necklace or not?
Fine, just because I just want to watch you suffer. Maul
Caldor?
pulls out the next. Oh, sorry. Tamal pulls out the necklace out of his pocket and then just holds it in front of Keldor.
Caldor then takes the necklace and holds it.
Roll me a percentile.
What, me or him?
Him.
How the fuck are you? I knew something was going to happen with the golden bastard. Why
Like
is it?
with the Tamal, you feel a slight rush of energy, but it does not affect you at all. In fact, it's just enough to tell that it's magical.
I walk over to them and look at them. All right, what are you two doing?
Oh, hey, Trevor, hold this.
Hold what? What the hell is that thing?
Small
It is
speaks up before. Oh.
Ravenclaw.
Golden Boy here noticed the fact that the necklace didn't have effect on me when I took it from a pillar that was in the crater, courtesy of Firaxis, and Golden Boy theorized that if it doesn't seem to have any effect on someone with a demonic form, he believed that it might work on someone who hasn't got a form. But by the looks of it, it had no effect on him. So before you came along,
if that idea is out the window, then
I
wouldn't
was
that
about.
mean
Oh,
that? Oh, sorry.
I was about to say was possibly maybe this necklace will only affect someone who has a demon state of a pure form, like for example, our beloved leader. Or maybe it will only trigger to someone maybe has some connections with a certain shadowy like figure. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge.
Shadowy fit.
Uh, Trevor, do you take the offered necklace?
For the sake of it, I'm just going to place my hand on it to see if anything happens, but I'm not going to physically take it.
Now, fun fact. You feel a rush of holy magic wash over you. Realize that this is a very powerful holy relic that couldn't have been used by Tamal or Kaldor, because while Kaldor is a celestial warlock, he still counts as a warlock. This thing can only be used by paladins or clerics. This is the basic stats for this thing. I did not choose that. It is why I had Keldor roll a percentile.
I am immediately going to look confused and fully grab the necklace and like ponder it. What the hell is this doing?
Paul then speaks up. I'm guessing it has an effect on you.
This is holy magic.
That will explain why it didn't have an effect on me. All
Why
it
is
did
it?
for me and
For everyone who is curious, there's the basic stats. I just put the link for the basic stats of the holy symbol of Ravenkind.
well, all I was going to say before that rude interruption, was that will explain why me and Caldo only felt just basically a adrenaline rush from the necklace. Maybe it only responds to holy people. I meant by the purest soul. Doesn't count you, Keldor.
I mean,
Which
with
begs the
with my knowledge of holy magic, just holding this thing, it is giving a good rush, but
not do anything for you.
personally, I don't know the extent of its abilities. I'd have to console with my books to see if I can find anything out about this thing.
Can Istop make can she show and say something about the raven, the holy symbol, or no?
Of course. Because while everyone was out and about, Ishtop was reading had read the Tome of Strahd. So within the book, she knows what the holy symbol is.
She then turns to Trevor and
And
says,
how it works.
Istop shows up, turns to Trevor and says, no need to read to the books. I can answer any questions. Reading the Tome of Strahd, I was able to understand what this is. Turns out, it belonged and it predated to a church of Barovia. Any church, really. During this time, a paladin by the name of Laguna. I'm doing my best to pronounce the name correctly, so forgive me.
Lugdana?
Lagdana, yes. In either the form of a giant raven or an angel as a giant raven. Essentially, it was used to root out and destroy any of the nest of vampires until she died. Essentially. The priests of Ravenloft then kept it and wore the symbol after her passing. Only those who have cleric or paladin attributes can wear said item.
I will toss this in. It also says that the book also said it was a coin toss for specific warlocks who had chosen to make a pact with Celestials. That is,
Right.
and unfortunately, that coin toss didn't work for Kaldor.
Well, after hearing all that, Tamal speaks up. If that's the case, then would this necklace have a major negative effect on Firaxis, since he is technically some form of evil?
It only really works on those
I'm gonna speak
who.
for,
Go ahead, babe. I'll let you answer that one.
I will speak for Ishtop now. It basically only works on forms of undead instead of demon. It's like the ultimate anti-vampire ward in a sense.
So, in other words, it won't really do much to Thraxus.
No, and even still, by all reason, he's still technically a tiefling, and while he has that darkness, he does. It's not the same kind of darkness that would get him killed should we have had the ultimate evil slaying weapon or something like that. He'll probably just try to bite him in a metaphorical sense, but still, that's the worst case scenario.
Keep that in mind next time Kaldor tries to nick him my food, to just hold this necklace up next to his face.
Yeah, I don't think that would help you in your sense, Tamal. However, then looked at Ishtop and actually asks a very important question.
You did not see that insult from that. Jesus.
Ishtar, I'm very, very getting worried about the town we where most of our lovers are from. Call it a gut feeling, but I feel like something might happen. Then again, it could.
Everything will be fine. Hold on. Right? Ed?
Though it could just be my. It could just be my mind playing tricks on me, but still, I feel like something is about to happen.
Hmm. We'll keep an ear to the ground. For now, though,
Is that a joke at
get some
me?
rest.
Like I would speak up. Is that a joke at me as I point to my ears, which are touching the ground?
Probably you don't count. Your ears are.
Intended. Oh, I'm sure someone wants to pin something to the ground when it comes to you. Oh dear, Trevor.
What does that mean?
Oh, trust me, Istap is. She knows shit. She knows what Sybil's been up. Sylvan's been up to.
All I'm gonna
Uh,
say for tomorrow's
by the
sake,
way,
he's just sniggering at the fort.
make a wisdom saving throw, my dude.
Oh no. Well, all of us or just Trevor?
Trevor.
What the fuck was that noise?
Oh yeah. That was Brittany sneezing.
All right, I thought.
Trevor, feel a very
That was-
familiar set of eyes currently staring you down.
I immediately turn around and am like, nope, not this time. Your turn. As everyone that is witnessing, I walk over because, as you're saying, I feel a very similar set of eyes on me. So that means Sylvan is staring at me. I walk straight over to where I feel the eyes coming from, grab her tall self, and start dragging her off. It's your turn this time.
I can imagine Sylvan just sitting there saying, "Oh no, I'm being taken away! Somebody help!" with a big ass grin on her face.
Pretty much, at first she was just surprised, like, what? This doesn't, I was not expecting this. And then she gets into it, and it's just like, oh no, please, someone help me. The big bad rabbit is going to take me and do unspeakable actions to me.
Yeah, nope, I'm done. No, you have fun with that. I'm just, yeah, I'm gonna go to my little cabin, and Caldor's just gonna immediately just walk away from the whole situation.
All I'm gonna say is just Tamal's too busy laughing at the performance. That's all I'm gonna fucking say.
Trevor, I need a constitution check
Also, for the sake of it,
with a plus.
Yeah, a sec.
for the sake of it, as I'm walking off,
Yes.
like as I'm walking off with like dragging Sylvan, I am telling the other two as like I had like completely grabbed the symbol and I'm still holding it. So I toss it back.
Yes.
I toss it straight at Caldor and tell him that that once Thraxis is well rested enough, we will have a meeting on who holds it.
Caldor,
you-
Caldor nonchalantly just holds up his hand and catches it. I will roll a
Roll me
sleight of
another
hand.
percentile.
I was gonna roll a sleight of hand on that one, but okay.
No, no.
Motherfucker.
Go ahead, roll this sleight of hand, but roll me a percentile as well.
All right, I'll do the percent.
Fucking motherfucker. I find the fucking necklace. We're trying to fucking experiment, and here's this golden boy bastard fucking hogging it.
Yeah. You don't feel any more magic coming off of it than it already has. Roll me that sleight of hand to see if you catch it.
You better fucking yeah, he fails.
You do not catch it.
Shame.
If Tamal's behind him, Tamal has a chance to grab
Can-
it.
You try rolling a sleight of hand to catch it.
I probably sleight of hand's shittier than his, but fuck it, I will attempt it. Alright, try.
Nice.
You, in fact, do catch it.
I think the one guy who has the shittiest stats in Dex somehow catches something small.
After that little debacle, my character still walking off, dragging Sylvan. Now, as for you, you are not going to be walking straight for a week.
Caldor just finally walks
Roll
under
me
his.
intimidation. Caldor, what were you saying?
Caldor's finally making it to his cabin. He's just going straight to bed.
This is her insight. 3. Oh, you intimidate her, all right. And now roll me a constitution check.
Wait, how do I do a check?
You go to the skill
Yeah,
stats,
click-
not the saves, the big ones on the side.
Yeah, I'm in. Wait.
Yeah.
So where all
Just
your
click
skill
on your
stats
constitution.
are.
Oh, that. Oh, I'm dumb. I'm dumb.
Just click on your main constitution.
All right. And you were saying something before about with Constitution, like add something.
Oh, this is for Sylvan. Go ahead and roll it for me.
Oh, fuck you.
It did not come through on my end, so go ahead and re-roll that.
Sorry about that. I just had to take my bloody headset off because I forgot how warm it can get with my ears. It literally feels like my ears were sweating.
There we go. Never. Fucking Sylvan's world tonight.
Fun.
I'll leave
Here
that
I
to your
am.
imagination. Just know that for everyone else,
Yeah.
there's some screams of joy.
Here I am, rock you like a hurricane.
Can I roll see if I find some earplugs in my cabin?
Some earplugs. Roll me investigation.
You know what? Just for the sake of it. Wait. Do I have it? No, I don't. Oh, I don't think I got it. Oh, I think I passed it up this time. Hold on.
Pass up the spell of silence.
I think I did. No,
God
I have
damn it.
I have it.
Wait, you do
Either way, yeah. I was gonna say either way, Trevor. I think Tamal's probably used to the fucking sound of bedtime sparring, courtesy of Firaxis and Fatir.
Yeah.
So I think-
I have silence. So
Hey, Hey, the only thing we have done so far is rock an entire warship. There has been no screaming of such.
Whereas Sylvan is the
No
only
Most of the
counts.
time, the rooms that you guys have been in, most of the time, the rooms that you guys have been in have been soundproofed.
Yeah, because most likely the room
And
should...
Trevor, will say this: you are currently in no position to be concentrating on a spell.
Fuck yeah.
Investigation.
Oh, that just gave me an image in my fucking mind.
Yeah, silence
Just-
needs concentration, right?
No, I just
While
imagine
it's not
like...
loud, if you were
go on.
you wouldn't hear it if you were on the other side of the or on the opposite side of the camp. But if you're like right outside that tent camp thing, you hear it.
I don't care. Do I find earplugs?
Because did you roll me invest? Yeah, you find some decent earplugs.
Well, I'm gonna pop those in and my happy ass going to sleep.
Yeah, he has 2 wine corks in his ears.
And I think this will be the perfect time to call it.
But we're 5 minutes
Oh,
away
why,
from 3-hour mark.
I don't know why, but somehow there's an image that just blew in my fucking head. Just Trevor trying to concentrate, trying to cast the quiet spell during the process of rocking his wife, girlfriend, whatever to world. But still. Just gotta get that image out my head. Fucking literally just in the middle of the process, just imagine Trevor's like, hang on, love, let me cast this spell of quietness so no one else hears us rocking the boat, rocking the bed.
Hey, Alex, I do have a ask.
Oops.
That's another bill for to worry about.
Can we just... Okay, I'm saying this now.
Technically speaking, that's only one bed they have broken so far.
2.
Thraxus and Vitur,
That is 2.
Thraxus and Vitur are on
2.
bed number 4.
Anyway,
Okay, I'm sorry. No, I'm saying this fucking right now. How the fuck has the literal couples, what both have been smaller than fucking Keldor and Tamal,
Okay.
somehow break the bed, but yet the two giant motherfuckers who has the higher chance of breaking said beds somehow do not break the fucking beds.
Okay. I'm gonna answer that.
I never rolled the percentile for it.
I'm going to
Ow.
roll. I'm going to answer that in just a moment. I am ending the recording.